Microsoft 365 consists of Windows 10, Microsoft Office 365 and Intune. It supports a variety of device types including Windows 10, Windows 10 Mobile, iOS devices and Android devices. It implements a cloud-based console. Using Microsoft 365, you can implement mobile device policies. This is beneficial when not all of your devices are part of your Active Directory domain. For example, users might bring their own devices to work. Devices can vary in terms of form and function. Any policy you want to use to manage devices must support a range of device types and operating systems. You can use Intune policies to help you manage these devices. Microsoft Intune provides a number of different policy categories. Configuration policies allow you to manage security settings and features on your devices. Device compliant policies define the rules and settings that you want a device to comply with. Conditional access policies can be used to allow or restrict access to a particular service or resource, such as a network access point or access to Exchange Online or a specific app. Corporate device enrollment policies are used to specify how devices are to be enrolled and allow administrators to deploy an enrollment profile to Apple devices. Resource access policies. These are most commonly deployed policies and they're similar to configuration policies, providing access to company files and resources. There are 4 subtypes: Wi-Fi profile network settings, VPN settings, email client profile settings, and certificate profiles. To make it easier for you to manage these policies, there are a number of Intune policy templates. You can use the built-in templates to help create your policies in Intune. You can see these displayed here in the Create a New Policy dialog box. Computer management Intune policies are probably the most frequently used. They allow you to manage the Microsoft Intune agent settings, the Intune Center settings, and the Windows firewall settings. Perhaps just as importantly are mobile device security policies. These allow you to manage security settings such as password length and history, duration, complexity, and so on. Encryption settings on your mobile devices such as requiring encryption on storage cards. Malware settings that require particular network firewall or smart screen settings. System settings such as requiring automatic updates or allowing for screen captures or the settings that relate to user account control. Cloud settings for documents and data, accounts and synchronization, which allow backup to iCloud, sync to iCloud, allow access to Microsoft accounts and allow access to Google accounts depending on the type of device. Application settings such as email, browser and apps, so you can make your Microsoft account optional in Windows Mail application or allow custom email accounts. And then device capability settings such as enabling certain hardware and features, for example allowing the camera or allowing Wi-Fi and so on. To configure a policy, you use the Intune portal. I'll show you a small demonstration shortly on how to navigate the portal. Implement mobile device management, enabling administration of remote mobile devices across multiple platforms. Microsoft Intune supports mobile device management for managing remote mobile devices and direct management by using MDM for the following devices and associated requirements for enrollment: Apple iOS 9 and later, Mac OS X 10.9 and later, Android 4.4 and later, and Android for Work, Windows 10 and Windows 10 Mobile, devices running Windows 10 IoT Enterprise for both 64-bit and 32-bit, or Windows 10 IoT Mobile Enterprise, Windows Holographic and Windows Holographic Enterprise, and Windows 8.1, Windows Phone 8.1, and Windows 8.1 RT. If direct enrollment is not possible, for example with older versions of Windows, you can install the Microsoft Intune software client from the Intune Classic portal. You can use Microsoft Intune to perform several management tasks for these devices. App management, which handles app deployment, app restrictions, and mobile application management. Device security and configuration, including configuration policies, password management, remote wipe and lock, and custom policies. Company resource access, including VPN profiles, Wi-Fi profiles, email profiles, certificate profiles, and conditional access profiles. Inventory and reporting, including hardware inventory, application inventory, and reporting. There are currently 2 portals that you can use for Intune administration. The Office 365 portal and the Azure portal. To support mobile device management in Microsoft Intune, you've got to first configure the MDM Authority. To do this, sign into the Azure portal. Choose More Services, Monitoring and Management, Intune. Select the orange banner at the top to open the Mobile Device Management Authority setting. Under Mobile Device Management Authority, choose your MDM Authority. Select between Intune MDM Authority, Configuration Manager MDM Authority, or none, as shown here. You enable MDM management for devices by enrolling them. The enrollment process is different for each platform. For Windows devices, there's an existing trust relationship between the device operating system and Intune, therefore enrolment is automatic. For iOS and Android devices, a certificate must be created and then installed on each device. In the demonstration, I'll show you how to navigate the two Intune portals. Microsoft provides two portals to perform management on Microsoft Intune. What we're looking at here is the Microsoft Azure portal, and I'm on the Microsoft Intune node. You can access that by going to Office 365 Admin Center, and under the Admin Center's link at the bottom of the navigation pane, expand and click Microsoft Intune, and you'll land here. We've already seen how we can perform application management by going to Mobile Apps, and then selecting Apps. And earlier I showed you how you could configure a line of business application, or to deep link a Microsoft Store app. We can also configure and manage device enrollment and device compliance, and create policies for configuring devices, all of which we'll look at in a short while. But we can also access from the home screen a link for the classic portal. If you click this link, you'll be taken to the earlier portal from which you can perform additional or slightly different management tasks. As you navigate through, so for example, clicking on groups, you'll see links here to indicate that the management of that particular aspect of Intune takes place in the Azure portal that we were looking at earlier. So again, some apps can be managed in this way, but that's probably better performed in the newer portal. But policies, you can configure here. Configuration policies, compliance policies, conditional access policies, Exchange Active Sync policies, corporate device enrollment policies. So to create a new policy, click the type of policy that you want, compliance policy, then click Add, and then you can specify the general information, description, and then you can configure password settings, advanced password settings, and so on. If you're using Windows Device Health Attestation, you can configure that behavior. Device security settings. Remember, not all of these settings will apply to all device types, so you'll need to look that up to find out a bit more information about what applies to what type of device. And then when you're happy with all of the settings, you can click Save Policy. And then you can deploy that policy when you're ready. The important thing to take away from this demonstration is that the abilities that you have in the two portals are very similar. However, some tasks can only be performed from the Microsoft Azure portal, whereas some tasks are perhaps performed more easily in the earlier portal. In the demonstration, you saw how to navigate the two Microsoft Intune portals.